Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Trevor Barrett here with Barrett Knives, and today we're going to be testing out and reviewing a personal favorite, the Recon by Barrett Knives. You may have seen us do a lot of different knives on this channel, and of course, ever so often, in order to help kind of give an idea as to the difference in quality from a lot of these mass-produced blades to what you'll see coming from bladesmiths such as myself, I like to test some of my own blades, and I am working on this particular model, which I call the Recon 1095 Tanto style blade, nice and strong. We're going to give it a good test today with some of the standard tests that you see for a lot of different blades. So of course, to start off, we need to test the original sharpness, then we'll do some strength testing, and then after that we'll test the sharpness again. So first step, the paper test cut, just a nice typical, nothing super special or fancy about that test, but that just serves to give us an idea as to how it cuts initially. And you'll see that they're nice clean cuts, not a lot of tearing. Now let's test it on a brass rod, which can be pretty damaging to a low quality blade. This is 3/16 thick, and I found that this is kind of a crowd favorite. So let's go ahead and test safety first. It may not seem very punishing, but this can be pretty damaging to a blade if it's not done well. So this is a good test to figure out how your heat treat is on a high carbon blade. Okay, so we see that it did quite a bit of damage to the rod, but we're not really concerned about that. We're more concerned with what it did to the blade. So let's check that out. Nothing. Not even a mark. No rolls, no chips, nothing. So now let's retest the cutting edge. Does just fine. Now the wood chop test. We get a lot of people who say that knives are not supposed to chop wood, and I don't necessarily agree. A knife should be able to be a versatile tool, especially one just like this, that can handle a wide variety of tasks that you throw at it. You're not going to find that one perfect knife, but you are going to be able to find a knife that can handle a lot. So let's just chop some wood. Okay, it's doing pretty good. Another check. Of course, the brass rod's not going to do any damage. The wood chop's not going to do any either. Great. Now we're going to do a bend test, and we want to test that heat treat. I feel like we're going to have to hit it with a little bit more gusto to really test it. Beautiful, nice and straight, as would be expected as a larger knife anyway. Now, of course, we need to do the tip retention test. Okay, so it's true, it is a little bit dirty. As you can see, that tip did just fine. Now, of course, there are more brutal tests that you can do to a knife in order to test it, but this gives us a nice idea as to just what this blade can handle, a good baseline. So, if you're looking for a good blade, check us out, Barrett Knives.